back to my channel. My name is Chris, and today we'll continue our series about Venus through science, and we will start with Venus in Leo. Venus in Leo is very interesting placement for me because I have a lot of close friends and also my girlfriend who have Venus in Leo. So I'm pretty much familiar with people, and it would be easy for me today to talk with you about their personality, their relationship style, and how they generally appear on public. So, what are the common traits of Venus in Leo? It's probably that those people like to have a lot of attention on them, especially when they work in the new environment. I chose this clothes for today because I think that's something that Venus and Leo can wear. Like they would wear something which is very bright and very attention grabbing. And I think the colors we would enjoy would be something more blue, purple, maybe golden or silver, because I think that Venus and Leo people would want to have as much attention them when they walk into the room, because we want everybody to know what they're the true kings and queens of the zodiac. I think it's important to say, but not all sun signs can have Venus in Leo. Venus comes pretty close to the sun, so those zodiacs who can have Venus in Leo would be Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. And I think the most people who would be the most careful about their appearance and who would want to have more visible presence and would just try to choose the best clothes for everywhere outside of a house day would probably be Libra and Leo, because both signs are already very involved in their public personality. But I also think that Gemini would be very interested about their look, but it will be more non-ordinary, while Cancer and Virgo would be a little bit more subtle. But I think such signs probably would not do as flashy clothes as most Venus and Leo people would do, but they would stick with something very clean and yeah, we'll probably just have very clean and elegant style, which will show whether they have great hygiene and they just know how to take care of themselves and how to present in public. I believe that people in Vincennes are very loyal friends, because I know that there is a stereotype in astrology community that Leo are very loyal. But I think when we mostly talk about loyalty over Leo, we're talking about Venus in Leo loyalty, because Leos can be different. It all depends on moon sign and Venus sign and Mars sign. But Venus shows what you like are in relationships, and I believe from what I saw in online and what I saw in my community, people with Venus in Taurus and people with Venus in Leo usually one of the most loyal partners. Of course, we can also sometimes give prone to open relationship, or we can just be not very faithful. But usually, Venus and Leo are very monogamous, and if we pick a person to be their partner, they probably will stick for a very long time. I believe that Venus in Leo is kind of interesting in that way, but they usually like to be in relationship. I think it's kind of similar to Venus in Libra, how Venus in Leo is the ruler of fifth house, and fifth house is a house of dating and love. So I believe that if you have Venus in Leo, you'll prefer to be in relationship. So what I saw, people in Venus in Leo usually stay with one partner for a very long time, or they can just have several serious relationships back to back and be more serious monogamous, but still be kind of more serious about both monogamous relationship. Although they can have a lot of relationship in their lives, they would still probably be pretty serious and pretty long term. I don't think that Venus and Leo would be a person who would just have a lot of hookups or who would just want to remain single for a very long time. I believe that Venus and Leo is one of the signs which very serious about their sexuality, about their presentation, their image. So I don't think we would be into casual things, and also we want to be feel loved. So I also don't think it would be very easy for them to be single. I have a friend who has a Venus in Lee, and he has been single for several years, but he still have a lot of crushes. He has a sun in Cancer, so he's a little bit more shy about approaching them, but he still have a lot of crushes. So even if a Venus in Leo person would be single, they would probably still have some love interests going on. It just depends if they will pursue it or what have their priorities like, but still, I believe that Venus and Leo would have at least one important person at every given moment. Also, I think this loyalty is also very applicable about their friends. I think if you have Venus and Leo friend in your life, they probably stay with you for very long term. I don't think it's a person who would also change friends very often, but also they very picky with their friends because they also want very serious loyalty from their friends, and they also want to have a lot of fun. It's kind of interesting because they want their friendships to be both casual and deep. They want to have this fun environment where you can go explore the town, have a lot of fun, have boys good nights out, girls nights out, but still they would want you to be where when they need you in the hard time as well. So if you want to be friends with Venus and Leo, you should be very fun-loving and very outgoing person, but also have some time with them when we need to talk. I believe that Venus and Leo doesn't like to seem vulnerable, especially in public. So we should have at least two, three friends or several friends and a partner with whom they can talk to and share what's going on in their lives. I believe that Venus and Leo is kind of interesting in that way, but they seem that they're very open about their emotions. They can be very funny, very loud, but usually when they talk to public, they like to only show positive emotions. Or even if something bad happens, like for example, you break up, it would probably just say bad things about their ex and how they didn't deserve them. But no, very few people knows. But while they acting that breakup haven't bothered them and they will moved on from their ex very quickly, they'll still probably be very sad about it because yes, Leo is robust sun and sun likes to share light, but sometimes there is nice and sun is gone. So sometimes Venus and Leo have with dark times as well. But usually when we have those dark times, they alone or with very few trusted people. But I think that Venus and Leo is one of the most important signs for them to have a chosen family, because I think that Venus in Leo is very much about loyalty, it's very much about commitment. And although Venus is how you approach relationship and Leo is more represents casual dating, I don't think that this combination is very true in my experience. They like to sometimes present to the world their relationship is casual dating, but people who are in relationships know that it's serious. They just don't like to show that serious side for everyone. They like to be this jovial person who always having fun. But deep inside, they have a lot of strong feelings, because I believe that every Venus and Leo, or maybe even every Leo placement, has a very strong pride. And when this pride is violating, they would be very hurt and very defensive. So it's very interesting sign because it has very deep emotions, but also it's one of the most fun-loving sign and one of the most adventurous like side. So I believe that these people are very true friends and everybody can feel very loved and a lot of joy in their presence. What else can I say about Venus and Leo? Probably I can say that Venus doesn't really represent your career type. It's more seen by your midheaven, the 10th house, maybe the Mars. But I also believe that people of Venus and Leo have a lot of artistic abilities and they can pursue some artistic career in their life. I believe it can be great actors, great designers, great artists. A lot of singers has Venus and Leo as well, because even like if you are more popular singer, you still have some meaning in your song, while it can be very trendy. And I think it's how Leo wants to be. They want to be very trendy, but they also want to share their true self. So I believe that Venus in Leo has a lot of opportunities to succeed in artistic career, especially in the time of online communication, whereas like everybody can upload their videos, their music, and just share them with everybody who wants to see them. For example, even I don't have Venus in Leo, but my Venus is in the last sign, last degree of Cancer, so it's very close to Venus in Leo. And I sometimes like to be appreciated for my art as well. It's probably one of the reasons why I do YouTube, because while I have been in here, I made some very close friends, I made some connections, and I just like to see that somebody's interested in what I'm doing. So I believe that every person who has some connection to Venus and Leo can feel like this. But, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm sorry that I took some break. I was going through some rough times, but I will be trying to upload new video every week. And maybe if I would feel more comfortable with, I will go back to uploading 2 videos every week, because this, to be honest, would be my goal. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please like and subscribe. I'm here, community, as I said before, and yeah, I would like to connect with everybody on personal level and just to see what you think about my work, how you're doing. So if you want to say something, leave a comment. I usually reply to them. Yeah. So like, subscribe, and see you in my next video, where I'll be talking about Venus in Virgo. I'm also doing an Enneagram series. And in my next Enneagram series, I'll be talking about Enneagram 5 and their relationship and love experience. So if you like those topics, stay tuned and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye.